Hey guys, it's Rebecca from Half Fandom Will Travel, and you're joining me today on a very snowy day. I'm sure many of you are also experiencing a bit of a snow day, so I thought instead of just scheduling some posts, I wanted to share some of the promotions that I have coming in my inbox for wave season. So wave season is when cruise lines know that this is when people want to be booking trips to warmer places. They're thinking about going down south or going, like, just planning heat trips. So on a snowy day like today, it sounds like a perfect time to plan. So first one up, Disney Cruise Line. The big promotion that I have available here are for my Canadian residents, so large core of the people that I work with. The list of Canadian resident discount sailings has recently been updated, and they have sailings all the way up to April. There's even a few in May and June, which is pretty far in advance. So you can save up to 35% off on sailings through the Caribbean and Baja, and they include almost every ship. So we have the Magic, Fantasy, Dream, Wonder, Wish, and Treasure. So nothing on the Destiny, but that's to be expected because it's only just started sailing like this month. I've also got, if you're planning something a bit further out, like if you're not thinking this winter, but maybe in the summer, or if you're thinking 2027, we do have the opportunity, you only have to pay 50% of your regular deposit rate. That is a really good way to put the deposit down and then take the next year and a bit to make monthly payments or quarterly payments, and it becomes a lot less of a like big chunk all at once. So I've also got a specific sailing that that has a promotion right now. It is up to 35% off on the 15-night sailing from Sydney to Honolulu. That is, if you have ever wanted to do a trans-Pacific sailing and you like Disney, this is the last opportunity you're gonna have with Disney for a while, because they have not announced that they're returning to Australia or New Zealand in 2026. And I think that because the Disney Adventure will be starting up next year, there is a chance that we might not see it cross another trans-Pacific sailing for a while with Disney. The sailing's really special because you get to cross both the international date line and the equator, and both of those are pretty big rites of passage if you're a really avid sailor. So if you want to know more about any of those, so the Canada resident discount, the 50% off deposit, or the Australia sailing, let me know. I will give you the details. The next cruise line I'd like to share is Virgin Voyages. Their big promotion right now, we've got quite a few here, but the big one that is the most time sensitive is they are allowing status matching. So if you have been sailing with another cruise line and you have status with them, you can book your sailing and get your status matched on your upcoming sailing. So you can start with Blue Extras right away. So the programs that they are offering are Disney Cruise Line's Castaway Club, Royal Caribbean's Crown and Anchor, the Norwegian Latitudes Rewards Program, Princess's Captain Circle, Carnival's VIFP Club, Celebrities Captain Club, MSC Cruises, Azamara Circle, Holland America Mariner Society, the Oceana Club, P&O Penicular Club, I think I'm saying that right, and Windstar Yacht Club. But if you do have that status, that can be a really good way to get a few extra perks with Virgin. And it's always nice, like if you've had your eye on Virgin Voyages for a while and maybe you've sailed with someone else, this is a really good opportunity to give it a try and take advantage of your loyalty with other cruise lines. Virgin does have a really great promotion right now for them. It's 80% off the second sailor and up to $400 US added for free drinks. So this is by far the best long-term offer that Virgin offers throughout the year. Right now you can start out with up to $400 US on your bar tab, and I think the best part about this offer is that it is combinable with their regional resident deals. So I've got a list of sailings that between now and April, and they are available for Canadian residents. And I've also got a list for if you're from Florida, state of Georgia, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Puerto Rico, and Mexico. They all have resident rates up to 15% on certain sailings. So if you want to know about that, so you would get 15% off the base value, and then you're also going to get 80% off the second sailor. And then depending on what type of sailing and what cabin you can get up to $400 on your bar tab. And we also have discounts like that for military and first responders. And then on top of both of those, if you are looking to book something, I believe it's more than 6 months out. So like say you're planning for something for this time next year, and you are willing to pay for it all up front, you'll get an additional 10% off. So taking advantage of, if you are, I don't believe the resident rates will cover the 10% off thing because of the timing. But if you are planning something further out in advance and you can pay forward, I like pay in advance, it's a really great way to get an extra couple $100s off. Third cruise line I want to talk about today is Royal Caribbean. If you are the type to plan well in advance, Royal Caribbean have recently released their winter 2027-2028 sailings through the Caribbean. So most people know when you book a sailing, if you want the cheapest rates, you book as soon as they're announced, because it will only go up until you get those last minute deals, and you don't want to wait for the potential of a last minute deal. So if you know you want to be sailing in 2027 or 2028, like that winter in 2 years, this is the time you want to at least get that deposit in. This is also a really great time if you've ever thought about doing a group sailing with family or friends. It's good to plan like 2 years in advance if you can, because we all have that person in our group who needs a lot of time to think about it, and you want to give that window. So if you all know like, oh, we're all going to go in on this, and maybe they want to join in later, then they can. That is a really good opportunity to start thinking about that now. Royal they kind of do their sales a little differently to the others. So they have an ongoing promotion, which is 60% off the second guest, kids sail free. And this seems to be like the same deal every month. But what Royal do is they have a lot of very short flash sales. So it'll be a price is, suddenly they'll get an extra $1,000 off, but it's only available for the next 24 hours or so. So if you do have a sailing in mind that you want to do with Royal, what I recommend is reaching out to me. We essentially just come up with the sailing you want to do, get an idea of the pricing, and then I will keep an eye on the calendar, see what promotions are coming up, and we can book it to make sure that you are booking on a day that maximizes your savings. Last one I want to talk about is Norwegian. So right now, Norwegian's big promotion is 50% off or second free guest, or free second guest, however you want to word it. And you get the free at sea bundle included. So that means you're getting unlimited open bar, your specialty dining, a basic Wi-Fi package, like your minutes for that, excursion credits. And if you choose to book airfare through Norwegian, you'll also get that 50% off discount there too. So this is a pretty common promotion with them, but the big promotion for this time of year that's extra is you can get free stateroom upgrades. So you're getting a balcony for the price of a ocean view, or an ocean view for the price of a inside cabin. This has gone on long enough. This has been a very long video, but I do have promotions available for cruise lines like Princess, Holland America, Carnival, Celebrity, others. So if you have a company that you're loyal to, company you want to try, a specific sailing you want to hear more about, let me know. And if you liked getting the updates like this, as opposed to me just sharing promotional stuff provided from them, let me know. I will love to try and do this more regularly. So if you want to know any more about the promotions that I've mentioned for any of the cruise lines, send me a message, give me a text, email. I will put the contact information either in my bio or in the comments or whatever. And I look forward to hearing from you guys soon. Stay warm out there. Bye, everyone.